This is Iron Sharpens Iron Council. Welcome to the evolution.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Ann with Girl Chat. Can everybody please introduce yourselves?
I'm Latrice.
Hi, I'm Yolanda.
Yolanda.
I'm Demita.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Leslie.
Welcome. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell notification because we are live here and we are doing big things. And if you're already subscribed, thank you, and continue to share the love by, posting it on social media. Okay, so as you can see from the title, which I'll have to come up with, basically we are going to talk about relationships while on a journey to truth and freedom and uncovering the fraud and all that good stuff. Rabbit hole research, whatever you want to call it. It's a journey, and it would be so much more fantastic if you can have two people who are equally yoked if you're already in a relationship. However, I am lucky enough to be single right now.
And I'm like, what's that like?
Yeah, right. I'm single, and and alone, which doesn't necessarily mean available. That don't mean that. That's not what that means.
Right.
And so basically, I'm just really, really happily single, like intentionally single. Like I'm not looking. Okay, let's just put that out there. And I just want to be all by myself. I'm good. Okay, single don't mean lonely. Okay, alone don't mean lonely. So I have to always qualify that because I learned a long time ago that people think that that's an invitation. No. I play this video over. No, I'll let you know. But basically, I would say if I was in a relationship at the time of my awakening, I do believe in this, in the power and my own personal authority so much that it would become a deal breaker to the relationship. Okay, it's just that serious and it's just that important to me. So that's just, I'm gonna just put that out there. But because I discovered my awakening while single, again, if I was to begin the whole dating process or be interested, it is still like a major deal breaker for me. That man has to be wide awake and know the truth and be 100% in and be 100% supportive. And I'm not talking about, oh, well, you go ahead and do you and I'm gonna just be over here. No, that's not good enough. You got to be in this walk too to be with me. It's kind of like that level of deal breaker. So that's just kind of where I am. So I'll just, yield the floor and y'all just let me know how y'all feel and where you are in terms of your dating. Are you married? Whatever, just talk to the people.
Everybody's quiet.
I'll go first.
Right. I'm like, well, don't all speak at the same time.
Our last video didn't work out anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm married. My husband, he's waking. I won't say woke, but he understands the journey more than he did before. He listens more. He doesn't mind sitting down watching videos, reading a little bit. Well, I ain't gonna say reading. He ain't at reading yet, and he's not at typing up any documents, but he's able to understand what I've been saying for years. So I'll say that he's waking up. It was kind of tough in the beginning of the journey. What I soon found out about myself was that I wasn't relaying the information properly. I was still rambling. I'm trying to help him understand something, trying to teach him something, but at the end of the day, I was rambling off what I was learning, and I didn't have it processed well enough to relay it to someone else. So my delivery has gotten better, which allows this thing to work a little better. I'm not as frustrated as I was in the beginning because now I'm able to relay what I actually want to say in a way that he can understand it. So it wasn't all him in the beginning. It was kind of me. So sometimes when we're talking and we want to tell somebody and we've learned some things and we don't understand that sometimes when you're babbling it out, people really can't take it in. So I had to slow down on how I was relaying it. I'm trying to relay number 10 when he ain't got 1 through 9. So everything I said sounded like a babble. But it's gotten a whole lot better over the journey. Choice, I did it this way. I'm not gonna complain, but I'm like Ann. If I had to do it again, it would have been easier, but I don't regret it because I'm able to teach and he's able to learn, and some of this stuff we're still learning together because I don't know it all, but I can relay what I know. So yeah, it's better when the two are the same yoke, but if they're not, you have to be in a position where you can also share what you're learning so that someone will understand and then they're interested. So that's all I have to say.
My question to you real quick is he on board in terms of supporting you?
He's very supportive. Okay. I'm back here in this office reading, doing paperwork, pretty much every day for hours at a time. And Treese knows because she visits my office all the time. So he's very supportive. 9 times out of 10, I can be back here working and I haven't thought about anything to eat. And he's gonna get up, go cook, no matter who's back here with me. All of us are eating, so he's very supportive and knows what I'm doing. And he comes back here and there, listen to a video or sit around while we're talking, and then he out. But he supports me and everybody coming. Well, what time they coming today? He making sure everybody getting in, everybody getting out. Y'all need something from the store? Do y'all need anything? So he's very supportive in that matter.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sister, but I just think that it's so good to have a helpmate. And when you have a real true helpmate, and they taught me this, that it won't be unequal. It will be equal because everybody's picking up their fair share. And along the way, you'll find that you'll learn things from one another. And it'll surprise you, like, wow, he picked up on that, or wow, he's helping me out, or wow, he's even doing his own paperwork, because everybody has to do things at their own pace. And as I've watched them become the power couple they're becoming, it's like he is learning to pick up at his own pace, and it was going to work out anyway. So why frustrate yourself? Just, be the helpmate that you're going to be. It'll fall in place.
Absolutely. Well, while you're on the roll, Latrice, go on now. Tell us what is your marital status and where are you in terms of your walk?
Laugh out loud. So Latrice is a funny type of lady. I am in out of a relationship.
Okay.
It's in and out, right? But with my friend, and he's been my friend for a very, very long time, I can discuss some of these things with him. I'm not gonna say that we're on the same page as of right now, and so I know what it's like to be single and not, absolutely married to someone. But we do discuss things. He is a planner. He is a business owner. So, some of the things definitely resonates. I think it resonates with all men. But I do think men are different than women. And so we have to, like Demita said, she said, I learned how to, kind of curve myself. So I don't throw socks at him or anything. I just kind of tell him what I learned for the day, and we elaborate and kind of keep it moving at this point until I get my carrots.
I got you. I got you. Okay. Leslie, Yolanda, and Crystal, chime in at a time.
Okay, I can chime in. My situation is a bit of a mess. I'm not going to say a mess, but I've been in a relationship for 7 years, and we're not on the same page. I explain to him what I'm doing and things that, I'm learning, and I've been on this journey for a few years, and he's pretty much like, yeah, right. Sure, you're learning that, or sure that's gonna happen. So he's like a naysayer, so there, I can't wait till the day comes when I'm where I want to be, with this process, not just for, and I told you so, but I'm even wondering, Because on the flip side, it's been 7 years and I still don't have a ring on my finger. So that's
Are
a
these guys
whole
related? Are
nother,
these guys related?
you know, and I ask myself, and lately I've been asking myself, okay, because I'm doing okay financially, but you know, I'm going through some stuff. So I ask myself, if I had wealth, or if I was wealthy, would I still be with him? Or, you know, like, would I have balls to just be like, you know what, you know, come to the table or get away, you know? So yeah, that's where I am.
So my question to you, Yolanda, is it sounds like it's coming to a point where it's about to be a deal breaker.
It is. That's yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, and I said this to him. I said, I keep asking myself, what's keeping, because what happens is, like, each year we'll have the marriage conversation, and, you know, he'll say, you know, I got you, or hold tight, or 6 months, or 9 months. And, you know, it's turned into, it's like, wow, it's been 7 years. Like, what's the deal? You know, why haven't you? And he's like, oh, I just haven't, you know. And I'm thinking, like, okay, it's not right. And it's like, why am I staying? And it's my heart, you know, that's the only reason. You know, he's not doing anything magnificent, you know. It's my heart. And that's it. So I just need to get strong and tough enough to be like, you know what, you know, that's that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't have the. I'm just here. All I can say is at the
Yeah.
Listen to me now. Guys used to be scared of my mouth. I don't hold back. I don't filter. Why should I? Right. You know, and we'll have to circle back to the whole marriage thing, because I have some really, really strong thoughts about that, but I don't want to deal with that right now. Let's talk about that on another session.
Okay, got it.
All that. Right now, it's just deal breaker or not. It's, you know, support. Are you equally yoked in terms of this journey, this walk? And so it sounds like you're not in a good place in your okay.
Hey, FYI, guys, sometimes opposites attract. So there's nothing wrong with a hot competitive tennis match with your mate that's not in cahoots just yet with seeing, you know, what it is you see. And it is sweet when you get to the end, and you know, and seeing is believing. I get all the time people telling me, not just my fellow, but other people who think that this is a conspiracy theory and that, like, I'm over the top with it. And for me, like, I've been out here politically. I've been out here in the city. I've done housing in our city for a very long time, and resources and a lot of different things. And I am trying to get to a point where I am running some of these offices, because I'm not going to take the bar, and I can still do things publicly. So I'm trying to get myself to that point. And I've always been pretty radical about what I do. So if it's like what I want and it's something I'm going after, then I'm going after it. So, you know, just again, like, all I'm saying in the sense of relationships, if it's a breaker or a deal breaker, to really get comfortable with oneself. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know whatever issue might come about, if it's a deal breaker or a go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's a deal breaker for me. It's like, if you're not on board and talking about, oh, well, you can go ahead and do what you want to do, and I'll just be over here supporting you, that's not good enough. I want you to be on this train too, on this path. And so I'm pretty adamant about that. It is a deal breaker for me. Leslie, chime in real quick so we go, and Crystal, if you care to, you don't have to. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I do. I was just making sure that I wasn't frozen.
Okay, yeah. No, you're not frozen.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm married still, and I introduced my husband to all of this. I mean, I'm doing my paperwork now, so I'm hoping that once I get through with my process, it'll encourage him to do it. As far as it being a deal breaker, I haven't really had that many issues yet.
Okay. That's good. That's good. But do you get a sense that he is supportive, or he's just kind of like watching you do it from the wayside, and he's not really trying to get involved? I'm just trying to understand where he is in the process.
Well, I feel like there's like other stuff with him, and I don't think he's like in that place right now to really take it on personally, because like everybody keeps saying it's like a personal journey, and I'm not trying to force him into it. I mean, and I'm still young, so I feel like, you know, if things change, they do, but I'm not really concerned as far as what happens, because I see like changes in myself, and I know it might affect my marriage later, but it's really not doing it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good. Okay, Crystal.
I'm here. I am single, not looking.
Right.
I would be receptive to someone who wasn't completely awoke, but was receptive to learning. You know, somebody that's noticed that something is going on, something's wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could deal with that.
Well, you are very understanding. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause okay, all right. Any final thoughts? Because the 10-minute buzzer did go off, but we could, you know, if somebody else had something quick to say, we could just end on that note if you wanted to. But I'm pretty adamant, like, and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm pretty aggressive and bossy in my relationship, because unfortunately I have not met a king who can handle a queen, and so I have always had to be the forward thinker, the learner, the researcher, and I'm tired of that. I want somebody who is equally on good standing in his own right, and one of them is being on this journey to freedom. It's just a deal breaker for me. If you're not, like, I just recently had a date with someone who, you know, kind of like a blast from the past, but he's always been a politician. So just going in, I was like, this ain't gonna work. This is just lunch today, and it ain't going nowhere else. He's called me a couple of times, but I'm just so not into it, because he's so super proud of his stellar career in the public. Yeah, it's a wrap. But yeah, I definitely want to meet someone who's in this life, who's in this walk, and who can take me on a further journey. You know what I'm saying? Don't be leaning on me to do all the legwork and all the, you know, all the hard work. No. Equal standing, equal, you know, step by step. And so that's what I desire when I do desire to start dating, which is no time soon. But because I have so many things that I'm trying to accomplish and achieve, so that when I meet that place, then I want to have a mate, my helpmate, to be in that place. So I feel like I'm not there yet to meet him, so I need to be there first. So why am I trying to be with, you know, why am I out here? I ain't out here. I ain't one of them. I ain't trying to be out here. So that's kind of where I am. Well, you guys have been an amazing panel, let's just say. And so I always learn something new. It's always so much fun. I'm gonna close it out here unless anybody has some final thoughts. Again, going once, going twice. Nobody? Everybody good? Okay, so thank you guys for watching. This has been another session of Girl Chat. The link to join us every week will be in the video description box. Be sure to check that. And if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video to help us grow. That's literally how we grow. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you on the next session. If I wave, bye. All right.
Bye.